Hey everyone, welcome to this exciting journey into the world of SQL. We are kicking things off with SQLite because it's lightweight, super easy to use, and perfect for beginners. No stress or no setup required. It's very easy. So I will drop the link to download DB SQLite on your PC, as well as the database you can practice with during this class or after the class. So you'll be learning real SQL commands and building confidence as we go. So as a data analyst, we need SQL for different reasons. But today I'm going to start simple by letting you know what you do with SQL. So SQL means structured query language. So it is the language that database understands. So it helps you as a data analyst to extract data from the database before you do your data analysis. So, so let's say you have already set up your DB SQLite. So the first thing you have to do right now is to load the database into the DB SQLite. So how do you do that? You can do it in two ways. You can just press Ctrl O, okay. Then you see, take data, open it. So on this DB SQLite platform, I'll be showing you some important things you need to understand. So the first thing you have to understand is this part that is called database structure. So database structure tells you the tables you have available within the database. So right now, it's telling us that we have two tables too. That's what it means. So the table names are instructors and also students. Okay. Then look at this browse data. This raw data is where you'll be able to know what each table contains. So if you click on this drop down, you will see students and instructor being the two tables available within this database. So let's say we want to look at the instructor right now, for instance. So we have the instructor ID, first name, last name, etc. And database are usually arranged in columns and in rows. So these are the columns, okay, and these are the rows that are horizontal in nature. So let's go to the next thing you need to understand as a data analyst, which is the execute SQL. So this is where you're writing your query and then another things you need to do with the data set. So let me quickly explain what you do with these three panes. This is the first pane, this is the second pane, and this is the last pane. So this first pane is where you write your query, that will generate a data set for you, and this middle portion will show your results or tables, and this last part of the pane will tell you if you had it successful or probably it came up with an error. So the first thing I want to teach you is how to use what is called comment syntax in SQL. So if you're writing a short statement or short comment, you put these two hyphen, you see, you type it so that anything you type after this will not be read by SQL, it will ignore it. So for instance, let's say you want to have our first task as a data analyst that just got employed at Firstchecker IT Education. So as a new data analyst, kindly provide us with all the student data within the database. You see, that's the first question. You just got a job and this is your first task. When you resume the first day. So what you have to do is just press enter. So the first thing you have to do right now is, like I told you earlier, you need to understand your database structure. So the question is that as a data analyst, can you provide us with all the students' data within the database? So check the database structure, okay, and check your table. Do you have any table that is called students table? Yes, we do have it. So we're happy that we can proceed, okay? So right now, we go to execute query. The first thing we type is select. So select in SQL simply means you are telling SQL to help you fetch some values, okay? So once you type select in SQL and you put this asterisk and you press enter, okay, select students because we want to select all the student information, students. So now I want to show you another thing about SQL. So if you type the first three letters of, or probably the first letters of anything you want to fetch, it's possible you have this pop-up. It is called IntelliSense. So it saves all the energy of typing, our statements or clauses at all times. So once you start the first three or four letter words, it comes up with suggestions. So right now we are choosing students, okay? That's the name of the table. Then you press enter, okay? So excuse me, sorry. You click on, sorry, it's type on select from, excuse me, pardon me, please. From, okay? Then students. That's the name of the enter student, okay? So right now, select means you are telling SQL to select something. So SQL is asking you, oh, boss, what am I selecting? From where? So once you type select, you must add from, to make it work the way you want. So it is select from students. So because you put asterisk, and our question is to provide all the information that has to do with students. So that's why we're putting this asterisk. Asterisk will fetch you all the columns within that table. Okay. So if you click on this run button right now, you will get your results. Okay. If you like, you can put this column to show that is the last thing you want to write under that from. So that's how to answer the first question. Like so, asterisk with select clause will give us all the information within that table. Okay. So let's say you want to take another step further, and probably our boss wants us to to give us to narrow what we want to extract. And this time around, he doesn't want us to extract all the information. He only needs, just few information from this table. So let's say, please only give me the students' names, student names that enrolled from, let's say, uh, Netherlands. Netherlands. All right. So in this case, we're having a kind of a condition, but our boss doesn't want us to provide all the information that we have under the students table, but just a part of the information. So give us the student names, okay, that enrolled from Netherlands. Okay, so very good. So right now, what you need to do is we have to adjust this query. So let me delete everything again so that I can learn better. So the first thing you have to write is what is select. And I must tell you that SQL is not case sensitive. So you can write in small letter or capital letter, so it doesn't matter. So select, okay? So select what? So if you look at this question right now, we are given what we are to select. So student names. So if you go to database structure, and you go to browse data. So let's say you want to explore our student table. See the way the names are written. So we have first name and last name. So in this case, we won't just write student name. We have to write select, press enter. Okay. Let's start with the first name. First name. First name. Okay. You put a comma there. Enter. Last name. You see that? Okay. So we are selecting just these two. So from which table? So what the type next is from. Okay. From which table? Don't forget that our table is called students. That's the name of the table. Okay. See, look at the table. We have student table. So that's our table, and that's where we have all those information. So from students, be very careful not to fill student ID from students. Okay. So from students. And don't forget that they want us to fetch the information for those students that enroll from Netherlands. So in this case, we're going to add what is called the where clause. So you press enter, right? So where can you say country of enrollment? Okay, country of enrollment, okay, is equals Netherlands. So you put a single quotation because it's a test. Netherlands, the way it's spelled, Netherlands, Netherlands. Then you close that. Okay, then run your query. You see? Can you say? So these are the students that only enrolled from Netherlands. So if you go back to the database, can you see this Barry, Mark, and Robert? So let's go and confirm if it is true. So look at this and then look at Netherlands. Look at country of enrollment under students. And you see country of enrollment. So we have Barry, can you see Barry, Netherlands? We have Mark, Netherlands. We also have the top person, Robert, Netherlands. So that's how to write a SQL query in SQL. So if you have learned anything in this video or you want to learn more, kindly subscribe and like our video so that you can get an update immediately I upload new videos. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate you. Bye.